Medford, the helicopter that crashed, killing country music star Troy Gentry and its pilot, had a mechanical issue that caused the blades to slow significantly shortly after takeoff, according to a preliminary report released Wednesday by the National Transportation Safety Board. The pilot opted to turn off the engine and attempt auto-rotation, a familiar maneuver, to land the helicopter, but the vehicle fell from the sky around 1 p.m. on September 8 and crashed into a field off the runway, according to the report. The crash took place at the Flying W Airport and Resort in Medford, where Gentry was to perform later that day. Gentry, 50, died at Virtual Hospital shortly after the crash. The pilot, 30-year-old James Evan Robinson, died at the scene. According to the NTSB preliminary report, Robinson reported mechanical problems shortly after takeoff. A flight instructor with Helicopter Flight Services, which operates the helicopter and runs a flight school at the airport, and another certificated helicopter flight instructor monitored the situation from the ground, and began discussing options with Robinson, according to the NTSB. Those included a run-on landing or a power-off auto-rotation descent, which Robinson had performed in the past. Robinson elected to try the second option over the runway, and began the auto-rotation at around 950 feet in the air. The helicopter swerved out of view before reaching the runway, and others at the scene heard a high-pitched whine coming from it, but no sounds of the blades turning. They also heard the craft crash into a field nearby, according to the report. The helicopter initially touched down about 10 feet away from where the wreckage was found, and nearly 220 feet away from the runway, the NTSB said. The helicopter, a Schweitzer 269, was built in 2000 and had flown nearly 8,000 hours, the NTSB's report said. It had passed a 100-hour inspection as recently as August 17, and was flown safely by Robinson, who had both commercial and instructor pilot certificates, for more than an hour earlier that day, according to the report. Gentry and Robinson took the flight on the sunny afternoon as a spur-of-the-moment ride. No flight plan was filed for the flight, according to the report. Gentry was a beloved musician who performed as one half of Montgomery Gentry for more than 15 years. The band became famous for hits such as My Town and Where I Come From. A memorial service for Gentry will be held Thursday at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. The information in the NTSB report comes from a preliminary investigation, and is subject to change. Final reports can take months or up to a year for the organization to complete. Amanda Hoover can be reached at hoover@advancemedia.com. Follow her on Twitter @EmmaHoover. Find NJ.com on Facebook.